Good afternoon, everyone. Matt, Nomadic Native, back with you. Thanks for tuning in. I've been asked what I think is a very important question by friends who subscribe to our channel. I'm not certain that I am the most qualified person to ask or answer this question, but I'm going to try and help them as best I can, and I would like to think that I can rely on some of you who have more experience than I in this regard to help me out down there in the comments. These folks are in the research stage of joining the RVing lifestyle, and the question that they're asking is, they've heard this online, they've heard people talk about it, they've seen it in videos. The question they're asking is, are the older RVs really built better than the new RVs? So that's the question I'm going to try to answer in this video. People are looking at me odd talking to the camera as they're driving by. Hey, if you're wondering why I'm recording from the Jeep in this video, it's because over there at our camp circle there's a lot going on, a lot of outside noise and everything, and I couldn't find the right lighting and a quiet enough place to make this video, and so I've driven out, you know, in the Jeep here on the LTVA and found me a little quieter spot, okay? So that's why I'm coming to you from the Jeep. All right, so back to this question. Are older RVs really built better than newer RVs? I think I know where this question is coming from. In recent history, I've seen some other channels talk about this. It's not uncommon to see this being discussed online on Facebook groups and the RVing groups and stuff, and you know, there's a couple of things that come to mind about this, because this is something important. What we're talking about is what you're going to be living in. All right, we're talking about your future happiness. We're talking about your success in the RVing lifestyle, because you know, if you get out here and you're not happy with what you're living in and the way you're living, you're not going to be happy with any of this, okay? So this is absolutely an important question. And let's see. I think that when you're researching the RVing lifestyle and you're asking questions such as this, are older RVs really built better than new RVs? The one thing that is vitally important is to know who you're getting your information from. Because if you're only getting your information from somebody who's only ever bought new RV, or somebody who's only ever bought used RV, then really what you're getting is only half of an informed decision, and the rest of that, I don't know what it is. Speculation? Hearsay? I mean, you're not getting information based on, you know, what they know from use, from experience. What you're getting is what they think or what they've heard. And quite frankly, when we're talking about something this important as your future, your home, your happiness, that's just not good enough, okay? Now, I don't know that I am the right person to answer this question. With all of that I just said in mind, what is my experience? I've only ever owned 2 RVs. The first one I bought used. It was a 2004 Sightseer Winnebago, 35-foot long Class A gas Winnebago. I bought that in 2013 used. Later on, some years later, I traded that RV in for a brand new 2017 Winnebago Forza 36G that I'm in now. So my experience level, the sum total of my experience, is 2004 to 2013 to try and help me answer this question. I have no experience outside of those year models, okay? When we're talking about, I don't know exactly where to start on this either, so I guess we just start from the ground up. Winnebago has been using for their gas coaches the F53 chassis, the Ford F53 chassis, for about 29 years so far. The diesel pushers are on Freightliner chassis. I think the first one was the Luxor 1996. Now, over these years, we as RVers have been demanding bigger, better, heavier, bigger basements, more storage capacity, and on and on and on. And the RV industry has accommodated us. I think it's ridiculous to say that the 30-year-old F-53 chassis and the Freightliner chassis that's been around since 1996 hasn't been upgraded to accommodate the changes in RVs over the years, because they have. We've seen, I mean, look at what's happened with the gas Class A RV. That's gone from, what was it back in the day, a 18,000-pound chassis to I don't know, they've gone from little wheels to big wheels, big basements. They're longer, they're bigger, they're heavier. The chassis had to be upgraded over time. And it's the same for the diesel pushers, guys. So I don't think it's correct to say that the chassis of yesteryear are built better than the chassis of today. Chassis? I didn't say that right, did I? You know what I mean. They're just, they've been upgraded over time. It's ridiculous to think or to say that the chassis of yesteryear is better than the chassis of today. I think it's more adequate or more correct to say that the chassis of yesteryear was able to accommodate the RV of yesteryear, and today's is able to accommodate the RVs of today. So I don't think that should be a concern. Let's move up to, now my experience is only with Winnebago. Okay, no other companies, Class A's only, a gas and a diesel pusher. That's all I've ever owned, okay? Let's move up to the box that's built by Winnebago, the floors, the wall, and the ceiling. You can't go into a Winnebago dealership. I've never been into a Winnebago dealership where I didn't see a cutaway of how the walls and the ceiling are constructed and the bracket where they meet that holds them together at the corner. Working on the Sightseer and working on the Forza, I had occasion to see the edge-on view of the laminated ceiling because I worked on the ACs. Okay, and if you take that cover off the inside of for your AC, you can see how your roof is constructed, the laminate. You can see the materials. Okay. When you install a composting toilet, for example, in the Forza, underneath the shower is where all the pass-through is for all the cabling and plumbing and all of that goes down into the basement. And of course, all they've done is cut a hole in the floor so you can see the edge-on view of the floor, how it's put together. Okay. And like I mentioned before, you can't go in a Winnebago dealership and not see how the laminate walls are constructed, and a cutaway view of that, and how the laminate ceiling is constructed. To be honest with you, after having worked on it hands-on myself and seeing these things, having seen those cutaways in the Winnebago dealerships and so forth, between the 2004 and 2017 model years, I can't tell you in all honesty that there's a hill of being a difference. I can't tell you that the old ones are built better than the new ones, because in my experience and to my eyes, they appear to be built exactly the same. They are laminate, the floors, the walls, the ceilings, those are all laminate constructions, and they appear to be using the exact same materials. Now, I think it's probably safe to say that over the years between 2004 and 2013, perhaps some of the suppliers of those materials have upgraded the materials. For example, I know that resin companies, the resin that holds everything together, when they put the laminates, make the laminates, I know those companies are constantly testing and changing their formulas, based on a lot of different factors. They're constantly trying to upgrade those formulas. So I think it's probably more accurate to say that the box that Winnebago builds, the floors, the walls, the ceiling, I think it's more accurate to say that they're built exactly the same between 2004 and 2013, but with the caveat that maybe the resins or some of the materials have been upgraded by the companies that supply them over the years. No, I don't think they're built the same at all, or built better at all. I think they're built exactly the same. So I hope that I've helped here in some way. Now, here's something I can tell you. Back in 2004, the fiberglass roof that Winnebago put on that coach we had, they were pretty proud of that fiberglass roof. They put a 10-year warranty on it. When we bought the 2017, guys, same fiberglass roof, same 10-year warranty. It's the same, okay? So I hope I've answered this question good enough. In my experience, based on 2004 to 2017, from what I've seen, hands-on, seen it with my own eyes, touchy-feely, all of that, I cannot say in all honesty that in any way are the older RVs built any better than the new RVs. That's, in my opinion, that is just not true. Okay, so I hope that I've helped at least a little bit in this video. For those friends that we have subscribed to the channel who are vastly more experienced than I am and who can answer this, I have no doubt you can answer this question better than I have, because you have more experience, and over a longer period of time, you've probably, seen had experience with older than 2004 RVs, and I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something built back then that actually is built better than something today, and I just don't know about it. So if you have a differing opinion, a different experience, please help me out down there in the comments. Help me help these people, okay? Help me answer this question. Are the older RVs built better than the new RVs in some way? Personally, I don't see it, guys. I can't say that. In all honesty, that does not appear to be true to me, okay? So I got to get back over to our camp circle. It's almost 4 p.m. RVer happy hour, and I don't want to miss it. So that's about it for this video. If you haven't subscribed, we invite you to subscribe and follow along. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.